111 all out India got caught chasing. Absolutely short, absolutely ridiculous performance with the bat. And I'm a supporter. I'm a supporter, but I'm still going to critique and criticize the team because I think they deserve it. And so do the fans. A lot of the fans. We have been so arrogant. We have been so arrogant with our performances. Surya has been absolutely arrogant for me and has responses. I was asking the question. Obviously, we've got a huge Indian community here. Now, I've asked the question, what do we do with Abhishek Sharma? What do we do with Tilak Varma? Why didn't India, after winning the toss in an inconsequential game, pretty much, why didn't we bat first? Sorry, why didn't we chase? Why didn't we bowl first? And everything has been refuted. Everything was put down to, yeah, India are just the best. They don't need to do any of that. Surya responded to that question was asked to him, and he responded, "Well, we needed to bat in the dew." Mate, you've never, you've not won chasing the game. Don't make excuses. A lot of Pakistan's criticism was how they won the toss and put India into bat. We all know that India is a brilliant front runner because we've got all the talent in the world and all the experience in the world with the IPL, within the franchising batting. We're playing at home, conditions favor us. So, yeah, we're going to do brilliantly putting the pressure on somebody else. That's what's happened. But when the pressure is on the other way round, we don't adapt well at all. We'll get into the nitty gritty and the criticism of those independent players. But overall, don't tell me India in Ahmedabad on home turf cannot bat, cannot put a score of more than 111. That's ridiculous. That's preposterous. Any score, I think, in 2020 cricket below 150, I don't think there's any terrain in the world where a score below 150 is acceptable, in my opinion. It just is not. So, what on earth happened? Well, for starters, our lack of experience with chasing, that has told. Our arrogance has told. Our impulsion and stubbornness in playing the same players who are not delivering, that has told. I come from a football background more so than a cricket background, but sport is sport. Listen, I'm as big a fan of Abhishek as you can get. When he's on song, this isn't about him, and he doesn't pick himself. This is the number one batsman in the world with a great name, fantastic, did brilliant in previous innings, but coming under a lot of pressure, was injured, and has been out of form as a consequence. Cut him some slack, guys. So that's one. Today, he didn't get out for a duck. He had three ducks in a row. We continue to play him. Today, it wasn't one of those, but he didn't look set. He didn't convert. And then you've got Sky himself, the captain. I don't think he's been on form. He, as in like hitting wise and scoring wise, he's not been on form. Then you've got Tilak Varma. Look, again, those are all brilliant players, guys. This is not an attack on the players. But you've got to look at the depth of the Indian batting lineup, of the depth of the people who are waiting to come on. I mean, crying out loud, we've got a 14-year-old Suryavanshi who is setting the world alight. At the very least, throw him a carrot, throw his name into the hat. Don't go by names and the past, etc. We have to play people on form, and the same will go for the World Cup when you know, for England, for example. Yes, Rashford's fantastic. Yes, Saka, brilliant, brilliant names, and I'm not saying we're dropping. Sorry, I don't want to digress too much, but you've got to play the players on form. Phil Foden, being a fantastic player, but is he on form? No. Play the players on form. India needed a rude awakening, in my opinion. There's too much arrogance from Sky, too much arrogance from Surya Kumar Yadav, that is, not Sky, the broadcasting channel. Too much arrogance just from the entourage. And this was a rude awakening because they got slaughtered. They got absolutely slaughtered. The only person who's played anywhere near his true potential, and my goodness, I don't know what we would do without him, is Bumrah. What an innings by Bumrah. What a player. The 3 wickets he got, every time he played, he looked dangerous, we threatened. But the rest, abysmal. Abysmal. Pandya, shocking today. Varun Chakravarti went for an app, was chucking oranges. And again, here Sky has to take the blame. I was on record saying after the second over that they are clearly targeting him. Do not put him on to bat, to bowl. And instead of stopping the run, again, Surya Kumar Yadav, completely stubborn, just the wrong mindset. It's a complete arrogance, guys. Complete arrogance. He goes on to these um, on these interviews, on these conferences, with a huge smile, totally relaxed, totally confident, bullish, arrogance. Listen, confidence is good, and he's trying to emulate Virat Kohli, but he's teetering on arrogance. You know, a little bit maybe is okay, but for me, it wasn't right. I came out, critiqued it. I was there discussing with friends, and look, friends can have all of their own opinions. But even yesterday, the day before, I was saying, what do you guys think about Abhishek Sharma? What do we do? Oh, everyone unanimous was like, oh, you've got to continue playing him. I get it, back him, sure, but guys, this is not the end of the world for Abhishek Sharma. Drop him for this series. Let him gain his confidence. The World Cup is not the place for you to play in yourself in form, mate. I am sorry. If Saka doesn't have the confidence, I'll go back to it to a football analogy. Continuing to play Saka or Rashford in the England team, hoping and expecting that they come good in the knockouts is not the way. You've got to play the best players. The best players are the ones who are on form, right? Samson needed to play. Sanju needed to play today. It did not. Where's Axel Patel? Okay, this is not a spinning track. No problems. But why didn't he play instead of Varun? He's a much better spinner, out and out spinner than Varun. Varun's more um, of an all rounder. You know, that's just for me. This has been shocking. Um, I I don't know what to say, but I'm extremely, extremely disappointed with India, with the selection, with the captaincy. with with everything, the conferences and the way that people are batting. It's been clear as day, guys. We have had a bit of an issue with the batting. Listen, the batters, when we're batting first, we're not batting with confidence. But when we're batting first, one of them will come good. Today, Shivam Dube came good. But it's a whole different story when you're chasing. Shivam Dube still came good. But if we were posting this, our strength, which was the bowling, they could have salvaged it. We did not this time. But let's look at the positive. There's no point just criticizing. As I said, I'm a supporter, right? And on the positive, if we needed a rude awakening, which I think we did, we absolutely do, then this is the game to lose. Today was the final before the final, in my humble opinion. I think South Africa and India are the two best teams in the tournament. Um, West Indies and Pakistan probably round off the top four for me. And we've got the West Indies. No, we've got the West Indies in the last game. But for me, the top two are India and South Africa. And it was the final before the final. If we had to lose one game, I would pick this one because I don't know too many other teams. As I said, West Indies can post that score. I think Pakistan can post that score. Potentially, yes, because they did reach 200. And if we had to pick a game to lose, for me, it was this one. It's the first one. It's all to play for now, guys. We've got to go and get that second position because I think South Africa will win all their games. Um, De Kock didn't play well. He's going to come good next game. And I think, yeah, South Africa for me have got a foot in the semi-final already. They should technically play the second in the other group, and India should, if we continue, if we play well, and if we defeat Zimbabwe, I believe on Thursday, and then West Indies are next weekend, then we should be good for the Super Eights. But this is a complete for me disappointment, rude awakening, and I hope there's a ton of pressure on Surya Kumar Yadav. He's got a lot of questions. He's got to answer a lot of questions for me. Um, in India, have got to get their act out, sort their act out. They've got to get the act together. Sorry, sort themselves out and get the selection right for the next game. But I'll see you on for next time. Today's just been a absolutely terrible, terrible day. With you know, I had backed Sri Lanka to win again, another home nation, and they capitulated against England. That was terrible. In the football, those of you who know me in the football, I knew Liverpool would end up scoring a last minute goal. We followed that game all the way. And yeah, 96th, 97th minute, McAllister gets a goal, wins. And now we've got Spurs against Arsenal. Let's see what they do. But it's been a bad day at the office. Bad day at the office in all things sport, cricket, football, you name it. This is it from me. I may speak to you guys later on, maybe on the back of the Spurs Arsenal game. It was 1-1 at half time, and take care. But yeah, I think there's a lot of criticism which is going to come India's way, and I need to catch up on the interviews and the conferences. I'll see you guys after. Take care. Bye bye.